Hello and welcome back to Farming Simulator 25 with me, Daddy Jokey. And it's been a while. It's been a minute since I made a video. My last video was actually not a video at all. It was a modding tutorial of sorts. But yes, here we are. And we're gonna just jump straight into it with a quick recap. I'm gonna slow the time down so we're not wasting daylight during the recap. So, the last video, I started skipping winter. We don't have a lot to do in the winter, and so I started skipping some. And we were talking about what implements and stuff I wanted to get. And now here we are, March 1, and there were some changes that I want to bring to your attention. So I'm gonna go ahead and open up all the things. See, it's been so long that I don't actually remember where all my things are. I might even... oh, I know. It's in the other garage. Okay, so first thing that's new. I sold my beautiful white pickup truck and I purchased an older pickup truck, but a cargo pickup truck. So here you can see my International CV with a flatbed. This is gonna still function as a thing to pull stuff with, but also now we can fit pallets on there a little less goofily than into the sort of city pickup truck, if you will. So that was the first thing. That gave me extra about $6,000, and with that money I purchased what did I buy? There was another thing that I purchased. Now I can't remember what it was or where I put it. Like I said, it's been almost 2 weeks. This thing right here, I think, is what I purchased. This cultivator slash, not actually a cultivator, what am I saying? Words are hard. Subsoiler. A subsoiler that I'm intending to use instead of a plow. Now, as we all know, subsoilers are kind of a pain in the butt. Well, or maybe you don't. Subsoilers kick out medium rocks or stones. If we go to our this thing and turn on stones, you can see that there's 3 colors. Yellow stones, which we have over here on field 3 and 5, you can push those back into the soil with a roller. Orange stones and red stones are, you have to go and pick them up using a stone picker. So that's gonna be a problem for some other time. I think I also got one more thing, I thought, but for that, let's just go into our garage and let's check. Yes, this. I sold my baby trailer, baby water tanker, and purchased a big water tanker. And again, it's a used one, so it was on sale, I guess you could say. It was slightly used. It's not too bad, but it holds a lot more water, so I don't have to make a million trips between here and my greenhouses. So that's the recap done. We can put the time back onto 5 speed, and we can quickly check what needs to be done. So it is March, and as you can see, March is the planting time for cotton, grapes, grass, oat, oilseed radish, olives, peas, poplar, spinach, sugar beet, sugarcane, sunflowers. Great. Except, of course, we've already planted our fields. For us, it is going to be time to start fertilizing and figuring out weeds. I want to get these weeds off of field number 2 before it starts growing and I start ruining the crop by driving onto it. It already is actually past the first growth stage, so I'm worried my tractor's wheels will actually damage it. So we'll have to do that sooner rather than later. We will also check and see what is on sale today, and unfortunately not much. This axial flow over here, this is the 7150. Let's quickly check over here in combines, because if it's got a large header option, where are combines? I really do not enjoy this new... oh yeah, look at this. Oh, look at this. It's an 8.5, 7.5, and 8.5 meter header. It also has a corn header option. Oh, that would be nice to get. Oh, we don't have that kind of money. Oh, shoot, that blows. Okay, well, anyway, what I want to do is I want to go ahead and put some fertilizer on all of my fields so that we can max out the income. Secondly, I want to check and see what we have in terms of contracts that we could do using our own tech. Not a whole lot to do with deadwood. I think in the future, like when we did the first deadwood episode, I think in the future I'll just go ahead and buy a chainsaw and just go cut the deadwood, because we didn't really get, we got like $1,000 for selling the deadwood and it wasn't really worth all the effort. So I think if we're gonna do deadwood in the future, we're just gonna chainsaw it, leave it there, be done with it. Cultivating, we can do cultivating, that's easy peasy. Fertilizing we can't do, and I wish I could get a fertilizer, and I've been looking for one, but unfortunately none have come on sale. So we're gonna do a contract at some point today. Sowing on field 91 is great. It's a huge field though, so I think what I would do is I would just stick that on a worker and let them deal with it. It's kind of a little cheat. But yes, for now we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna go into the shop and we're gonna get some. Oh my, I really do hate the new shop. Really, really, very much so. It's not even alphabetically, so you can't just be like, oh yeah, animals at the top. No, it's just like randomly spread about. What I want is sprayers. I want to get the sprayer to spray off the weeds. And then there, yield improvements. Here we go. I did download a few mods, just in case you wanted to know what all of this nonsense is. So this goes with this 380 GTA Turbo FarmCon 24 Fendt pack. So this is, I think, a mod by Giants that was released for FarmCon this year or previous year. I don't remember. Not really something that I'm all that like interested in, FarmCons and all of that. But it is this like weird looking tractor. Look at this. Look at this. And then it allows you to basically buy implements for this front bed, right? And so one of the implements is this thing right here. Sorry, wrong button. These sprayers, and they're pretty cheap, which was the reason why I got it. But yeah, let's see if I can actually go to, where's Fendt? This is alphabetically, so there is no excuse. Fendt, right here. So you can see that there is this tractor right here, and then there is this one right here, which is more or less like a fast track, like a Challenger fast track kind of looking thing. And basically, if you go to combinations, you can see there is a loader or front loader, and then an extra tank for the front and a sprayer. And so this was kind of like, if it came on sale, I might buy it kind of deal, but it is a very peculiar looking thing. So we're gonna grab those. I quickly want to check and make sure that we don't have weeds growing on our other fields, because it needs lime and needs rolling, but it doesn't have weeds growing, so that's good. We'll run over to field number 3 real quick. Now we're in field number 3. Okay, so if we get the sprayer, we really just need to kill the weeds in field number 2, which is kind of unfortunate because that's going to cost us a lot of money just to do that. So what I might do first is I might just go and fertilize first. That way we put a layer of fertilizer. Let's look. Soil composition. Let's turn off everything except fertilized. So as you can see, we need to fertilize all 3 of our fields. And the only place fertilized is currently where the track used to be, because we plowed in the grass and everything, and I guess that counts it as fertilized. Doesn't really change much for us. We're gonna get a solid fertilizer spreader, and honestly this one would be the best, but it is so small that we'd constantly be refilling it, so I'm not really even sure if I should get that. This one I would be leasing. Like if we get this one, we would lease that, and that's 12.75. I think that should be okay. So we'll go ahead and do that. And then we need to get some solid fertilizer. Oh, I also downloaded liquid lime mod, which allows me to spread lime using a sprayer instead of a spreader. So that's fun, but we're not going to use that right now because I don't think you want to put lime on already germinated plants. I think it would just burn them. So we're going to play with some degree of realism. Now, solid fertilizer. This or this. No difference in price, no difference in volume. Okay, so we'll just buy this big bag. And we'll buy it one bag at a time because this is costing us money. And I don't really care to spend too much at a time. Granted, it doesn't go bad. So if we had bought 4 bags and only used 1, 3 bags would serve us for later. Tractor is in here. And I'm also going to swing by the field on our way and see if my tractor can actually go onto the field without damaging the crops, because that would just put a whole new problem in my hands. So we're gonna go ahead and drive onto the edge right here. Okay, it doesn't destroy this one. I do have crop destruction turned on, don't I? Crop destruction on. Yeah. So either this this crop isn't easy to destroy in this stage, or these are narrow wheels, which I don't think they are. So let's go down to this field real quick. I know I could just pop over the shoulder over here and test it without having to go to... Okay, good. So we can go ahead and spread fertilizer on this field without ruining all the crop. In other versions of Farming Simulator, I always like to pretend and do tram lines. Figure out the width of my spreaders and sprayers and actually do correct tram lines. However, it's always a bit sketchy. Like, you lose a lot of yield by doing tram lines because the game isn't really built with tram lines in mind, if that makes sense. Like, any slightest movement of the wheels extends your tram lines far too wide, and so it is actually really difficult to do them correctly. In the past, one way that I did that was to increase the density of the foliage in the XML file. I don't remember if it was exactly where the foliage draw distance change was. If you watched the tutorial that I posted about a week ago or so, I don't remember how long ago that was. I'm not sure if it's in the same file. I remember maybe that was like 8 years ago by now. It was like FS25 even, where I had a bunch of help with finding out exactly what it was. But I increased the density of the foliage so that when I did the tram lines, it didn't look so bare, I guess. Like, you know, if you look at a fully grown field of wheat, you can see the tram lines, but they're like nice and tight, as opposed to ginormous just swats as if a tank went through the field. And so that was nice. And so I might do that again once I start doing... Okay, let's pretend that the shop has a lifter and they can fill us up. Groovy. 31% full. I'm not even sure that's going to be enough for everything that we have. Let's lift it so we don't trail it on the ground. And I think we really should have a weight for it, but it doesn't actually feel like the tractor is struggling for traction in the front, so we're going to be okay. We're going to be just fine. Now, one thing I don't like doing is I don't like doing fertilizer contracts, because even though it says that you should get reimbursed for the fertilizer that you use, you know, I don't want to test it. I really don't, because this game has been kind of full of bugs. As of the time of the recording, there has only been one patch, and it hasn't fixed, I don't think, half the issues that the game has. And so I don't want to test it. I don't want to find another bug that costs me money. You know, I really don't. And so That's what's up. Can we control the width of this? No? Okay. So I'm gonna try and use the guidance steering system. Less so for the guidance itself, but more so for actually covering the field correctly. So we're gonna have to go onto the edge and open it up. Steering assist. Yeah, you can see that that's gonna be funny. Working with 42 meters. That's not 42 meters, is it? That's insane. Oh, it is 42 meters. Holy Hannah. Okay. 42 meters. How do we even do this? So we want to headlands off, and they just want us straight down the middle. Alright then. That's gonna be funny. Is it really 42 meters? There's no way that it'll fling fertilizer across the entire field. Steering assist. Show lines on. Work direction automatic. I don't want a headland. This is a thing that really annoys me. Like, I don't want to have a headland. Okay, I guess we're not using steering assist. It's just another feature that works only sort of. And since I don't know how much 42 meters is, I'm going to start over here. Because that would be what? 24 and 24. So I think we're gonna shoot over the side quite a good amount. Yeah, we missed the spot, I think. There we go. That's showing it pretty good. We're just gonna drive across the field. And it does get narrow, so I should really be curving a little bit into the field. There we go. And stop. And now let's check what we done did. So yeah, so there's a chunk that I missed. We'll probably catch it when we start this field. And then down through here. Okay. So this is a big fertilizer spreader for big fields. Apparently. Okay. Oh, quickly, so we don't waste too much. So I think we're definitely going to need another bag of fertilizer, though, because this is going to cost 10%, and then we'll probably use up 20% on the adjacent field. And then we'll need probably another 15-20% for the next one. So yeah, so definitely going to be a 2-bag kind of situation. Okay. Check that. Good. So we can zoom back in. So we can actually hear our tractor. I did reduce the sounds a little bit because I found that in my videos you can barely hear me sometimes over the sound of the machinery. And so hopefully this time it'll be a bit better. So is that going to be enough, or is that not even... Is that still a little too short? Let's do it. There. Oh, now it's too far, isn't it? Yep. See what I mean? All I really asked for was the guidance steering without the headlands. I don't understand why that's a restriction. I really don't. Like, it feels... And this is not just Giants. This happens with a lot of games, and I just don't understand it. Arbitrary just decisions that make things needlessly complicated or needlessly like unfriendly. Like, why can't I select guidance steering with no headland? Why not? Why can't I? Like, it's my thing, right? It's my game. Why can't I do that? Why would you make it so that that's not a thing? Okay, I missed this corner. Yeah, we're gonna have to patch that up when we get off the field. That's fine. Did I still miss a chunk? Alright, forward. Power! I don't want to shoot it across the edge of the field too much because it's just wasting stuff. But it is not easy. It is not easy to like get it perfectly done, which is why I wanted the guidance steering, which is why I was talking about it. We definitely didn't need a headland. I mean, it does look like I'm actually driving a headland, so, you know, if I would stop moaning about it, I could have just used it here, but I just wanted to know how to segment the field down to get full coverage. And here you can see that I'm shooting it wide, crazy wide. We're gonna have good grass growing on the path over there, that's for sure. Usually what I actually do is I drive down like this, looking down. Okay, let's quickly sputter that edge. That didn't do anything. You know, I don't think we need to worry about it. So that little bit of the field won't have a fertilizer application on it. Boo-hoo. Okay, we're down the middle. And go. Are we getting coverage? Yeah. Might get a little bit of a gap right there. But so far so good. Okay, turn it off. Where are we? Nice. Alright, well I did not expect it to be that good. This is not the most exciting thing that you'll see in Farming Simulator, that's for sure. This field's gonna be even more goofy. I think I might try the guidance steering and see, you know, if it gives me the headlands, what's up with that. Let's see. Actually, let's try and stick to the road. Okay. Hold the H, steering assist, and bam. And go there. There we go. Fire it up. And we should have the exact application width that we need here. Yeah, it looks like it's doing... I mean, you would hope that it's doing it right. But this is kind of what we're hoping for. Now, the weird thing that I'm experiencing, though, is this foliage draw distance situation. What is happening? That is looking absolutely bizarre. Yeah, I like how it showed us that little chunk that it won't do. Alright, we have 2% left, so we're not even going to bother going for this. Oh man, this is really unfortunate. We're gonna have a lot of fertilizer left, but that means we have to go back to the store. Actually, what I'm gonna do is I'm going to park the tractor on this road, and I'm gonna go ahead and get my pickup truck to deliver the stuff. So, yeah. So here we are at the store. The good people here kindly loaded my bags for me. I bought 2 bags. I realized that we will have to fertilize the field again anyway, so we might as well buy 2 bags. That way we don't have to come back here. But yeah, so now we're just gonna drive it over to our tractor and we're gonna load up. I think I'm gonna try to load up a little bit because as of right now we don't have a mod that unloads implements into these big bags. It will just unload it into those weird little metallic crates that Giants insist on using. I don't really understand why we would ever use those. Like, if we did, then the bag should be what disappears, and then we're just left with that metal pallet that we can return to the store for a little bit of like rebate kind of thing, or well, rebate, I guess like refund or whatever, right? But no, they decided that they're just gonna keep going with it, even though, yeah, I don't know. Honestly, literally any video that I see people using big bags. Actually, that's not true. You know what? I'm just gonna shut up. I don't even know. I find those things to be weird because they like the bags just make so much more sense, right? Like they don't have any special anything. They would just be a cheap bit of plastic full of fertilizer, as opposed to a metal contraption that would cost extra money. So here we are. There we go. And then we're gonna go over here and we're gonna refill maybe to 10%. There we go. We're gonna fire this up. maybe. And we're gonna turn this off. Turn off the lights as well so we don't kill the battery. Not something that you can do in this game. Fortunately, unfortunately, I don't know. It's like does it help increase the realism in this game if you could kill the battery? It does. Is it something that enriches the gameplay too much? Good question. For some. I know that I like to play, you know, with as much realism and as much hardship for myself as I can, and so I would appreciate it. I would appreciate that if I'm stupid and left the lights or the beacons running while the thing is parked in a shed, that my battery dies, you know, but that's what mods are for. Exactly this kind of thing is what mods are for. So I wouldn't be too concerned about it. Hello, this is Yuri. I'm doing well, how are you? Mm-hmm. Let me check for Saturday on my calendar. Ouch, damn it. Yeah, that should work. Saturday. Yeah. Sweet. Thank you so much. You as well. Bye. So here we are, almost done then. Actually lies, we still have to do the center. Hopefully the that should be good. Hopefully the 4% of fertilizer that I have left will be enough to get that done. So now we're just gonna recklessly drive across the field and join with this line here. Fire up the spreader and let's watch it. Ooh, wait a minute. What is it doing? Why did it have us go this way? Well, we'll never know. Farming Simulator works in mysterious ways sometimes. Let's turn that off and then I guess we'll just... Yeah, I don't really know. Wants us to go this way. That's not gonna work. We're gonna run out before we make it halfway up. Stop. That's not how you do this. What you do, if you want to just like be cheeky sneaky, is you back up across it like that. And that covered most of it. Alright, groovy. So that's fertilizer layer 1 done. Let's go and check the field status. Let's actually zoom in so we can get back from this bird's eye drone view. And let's hop on out of here. Actually, back up a little bit because traffic goes through this dodgy side street. And let's check the field, see what's up. So it needs plowing. That's already kind of not great. We'll have a 20 to 43% yield bonus. So this is pretty good, right? Like if we go ahead and look at our fields, all of our fields with the exception of the 2 little mess ups that I did over there are going to have 1 layer of fertilization. We'll kill the weeds. We actually have already by driving on them because the weeds are large. So we killed a few, which is, you know, I guess we could just go ahead and roll the field and kill the weeds that way. Hold up. That had me thinking. Let's look at rollers. How big is this? Small. How about this guy? Lease that for 700. You know what? Let's do it. Let me check what needs rolling. Let's turn on the weed. I mean, turn off everything. All 3 of our fields need rolling. So, yeah, let's do it. Rolling will be pretty fast anyway. And we have the money to lease a few things here and there. Let's go to here. Oh, I really don't like this thing either. I wish we had our vehicles in the garage. This thing. Let's return that. And we did get some money back, as you can see. I have the mod that kind of extends the leasing past just like basic pay and play scheme. It returns money and deducts money based on whether or not you dinged up the thing or whether or not you returned it completely covered in mud. And so it changes the system. It changes the system from simple, this is how much it's gonna cost you. Yeah, buddy, I'm turning right. Hold your horses. Jeez, the driver's here. Alright, so we're gonna roll on over there. And then we're gonna roll our field. And I'm gonna go ahead and roll the one with the weeds first. And I'm hoping that it doesn't roll all of our plants. I don't think you want to roll a field like this. Yeah, this is one of those things. I don't think you would want to roll a field that's already got germinated crops. Like, it would just wreck all the plants and you'd kill the entire harvest. I think you would do that after you put the seed in. I don't know. Maybe I should Google that. And maybe I will. And in a future episode I will tell you what the interwebs says. But we'll see. So here we are at the store. We're gonna hook up our roller. That cost us 700. I don't really care for the yield increase as such. I'm just trying to kind of be cheeky and use it as a weed control. Like, if I manage to kill the weeds with this, then I wouldn't have to use a sprayer. Is that the connector? This doesn't appear to be entirely clear, but I think it's the other side. I think it spawned facing the wrong way. Yeah, this is definitely the right side. And this folds and lifts. So let's go back out there and I'll just jump cut this. So I'll see you right there. And here we are. I'm gonna start unfolding and we may actually find out if this is what's what. I also want to change this. I don't necessarily need the steering assist, but I'm gonna turn it on so that the lines disappear. Alright, let's find out if one of two things happens. We destroy the plants or we destroy the weeds. So roller down. We're not destroying our plants and we are destroying weeds. Let's check it. Weed. Yeah, buddy. Alright, so that's what's up. That's what we're gonna do. We're just gonna go ahead and we're gonna roll the field. We're gonna get 2 bonuses out of it. We're gonna have it in its rolled state and we're gonna get rid of wheels. So that's perfect. And so here we go. Alright, well there we have it. I finished rolling that field, but as we can see from over here, it still says it needs rolling, so clearly we can't roll a field while it's got crops on it in a other than just seed stage. But as you can see, it did take care of all the weeds for the most part. I didn't really want to keep driving up and down and cheesing it like that. So, but yeah, that works. Now we don't have to really rent out an expensive sprayer and buy expensive herbicide. We just kind of took care of it with a little bit of cheese, I guess. And that's where we're gonna leave it for today. I thank you so much for watching. Please like and subscribe to my channel and the video. Check out other videos in this channel, especially the tutorial for how to change the level of detail circle that appears around you when you're driving around. In case you don't know what I'm talking about, whoop, it's this thing right here, the circle that appears around you as you drive around. And yeah, my name is Daddy Jokey. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.